actually Bring Your Child to Work Day, so she's been hanging out with me. The first thing we did was go to the garden center. We kind of picked out some flowers, some peppers that I didn't get to start, and I'll, get you guys caught up with everything that I've been doing. First thing we're actually gonna do is let them out. We have like a little run area that we created for them so that they don't go into the mulch and all that stuff. So we're gonna let them out firstly, and then I think we're either going to do some potato planting or some strawberry planting. Astrid could go ahead and pick since she's my lovely assistant today. Here's the girls acting a plum fool because they want to come out. This is what we have set up for them. So basically goes here, along there by the compost area, and then up here. We've had to put like a lid there because they found the exit there, and we put a lid right there as well. So this is what I do before I let them out. It's kind of a two-part. It's kind of hard to hold the camera and do it, but this part goes all the way up to there, and then I had to take the lock out. It was too much. I hope you guys can hear me because they're so loud. And then they come out, and then what I do is I take back the lock, I hook it here, and I put it through there. And that way kind of keeps it here because they're always just trying to look like, okay, how do I get out? How do I get out? They're not happy in this area. Asher just went and grabbed some seeds for them. Where's the seed that you grabbed? Right here. So she's gonna grab some seeds for them. We are going to create another like run area where it has more grass, and whenever I'm able to like fully pay attention to them to make sure they're not getting into certain areas, we do let them out just in the backyard like that. But since right now we're going to be doing the video and we're going to be fully distracted, it's best we just kind of let them out and keep them in this area. So here you go. Just toss.
This is next. I mean, no, it's always that.
And trying their little treat. Okay, so Astrid, here's your first option for what we could do today. So
Cool.
I purchased I think 2 sets of 10 15-gallon grow bags, and my plan is to better utilize this space. So these grow bags is perfect because I can't really dig down, but the first thing that I was thinking of planting in them are the potatoes, and then also I'm going to plant tomatoes and maybe do some basil or carrots around it. So essentially with the grow bags, the main issue is water retention, is what I realized, and I think a lot of people has mentioned that already. So my earlier grow bags were 5-gallon and 10-gallon. The 10-gallon was able to retain it a little bit better, so I'm hoping the 15-gallon does even better. And I'm starting with the clay soil at the bottom because clay soil is really good at holding in that water. So the plan is to clay soil, and then I will add some compost with some granular fertilizer, and then I'll top that up with some potting mix. So that's the plan. And today we have potatoes, so we could do it with potatoes. So this will be your first option of what we can do today. Okay? All right, let's show you the second option. Okay, so here is our second option. So I already did this portion here, and this is the Seascape strawberry. I found that these strawberries are the most productive ones that I have, and these are actually ever-bearing strawberries, so that means that all throughout the season, I believe even up to October, we still had strawberries coming from here. So I wanted to mass plant a bunch of these. Okay, so last year I bought I think about 20, and I put them in my green stalk, which they did do well in the green stalk, but they don't do quite as well as they do in ground. So I had some of them, and I was planning to remove all the sequoias in the front and replace them with this. But being that the front is like on a ledge a little bit, I'm always a little bit nervous when the kids go picking strawberries over there. So I decided to just go ahead and put them here instead. Plus it'll be a lot of work to remove all the sequoias. So I figured, you know, let's just leave them there and put these everbearing ones, these seascapes, in like the most prominent area, easiest areas for the kids to access. So I was able to, from runners, I was able to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 new strawberry plants, and these I actually purchased back in February. I did not think that these were going to survive. If I knew these were going to survive, I would not have purchased these, because I could just wait until they produce runners towards the end of this year to kind of allow it to spread all along the end. But since I already have these, I think I'm just going to put a few here and a few down there and just get these planted so that we could get strawberries. And as you can see on some of these, they are doing really, really well. I posted a short about how I planted these upon receiving the bare roots, so you could check that out. But look at the beautiful strawberry flowers. Let's go up here. This is a mess currently, but we do have another set of onion plants that I plan to put right in here. In here. So this is another activity that we could do. Get this bed all cleared out, and then would probably have the onions more towards like the front here, maybe a little bit here, and then whatever else we want to plant can be towards the back end. We also have some strawberries over there. Look at that. Look at them. Look at them. They're trying to escape up there. Tigress is the ringleader in everything that you're not supposed to do. You'll see Tigress like leading everybody. She's our olive egger. She lays these blue eggs. She's almost like the rooster of the flock, right?
Yeah, remember when she was littler and he thought she was a rooster?
Yeah. She's very feisty. So I showed you all your options. What are we going to be working on today?
Well, all of these options seemed really cool, but out of all of them, I have to go with the one I love most, which is probably the strawberries.
That's a really good choice. A really good choice. And it's already pretty much set up. So we're gonna line them out first, and then I'll kind of give you the rundown on the routine.
Okay.
And then maybe you could kind of do it on your own, you think?
Yeah.
I think so too. This one is not looking its best right now, but I can still see a lot of green there, so I'm just gonna baby her back and see if she could come back for us. She's been through it. So this is the layout that I ended up doing, kind of following the same thing there, just a zigzag motion going all the way down. And I decided to leave this spacing open because I'm just not sure what I'm doing there as yet. I currently have this pomegranate planted there, but it is a passageway, like a walk-through. I just have to see how much we use it this year. I feel like we use it a lot, so I'm going to have to figure out a different location for this, and then maybe with the runners from these plants I could carry it along. But for now we're just leaving that open. Okay, same thing is happening here with the pattern, but as you can see we have this I think this is the Flaming Fury Peach And then we have this Fantasia nectarine. I want to put this peach in a container. I think the growth habit is perfect for a container. I'm going to leave it for this year, so that's why I haven't dug it up. And I think I'm just going to put the nectarine just a little further back, probably where this light is. And I think that will make the space a little bit better. Down here, we also have the plants coming along. So if I'm really being honest with how this is going and how much I love these plants and how much I wanted to carry along, this is probably going to have to be relocated somewhere. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so I'm going to do a little demonstration for you guys and for Astrid. Okay. Firstly, we're going to remove the mulch. So we're going to create almost like a little circle around the area that we want to dig out for our plant. Then we're going to take our trowel and we're going to go around. Sometimes you don't need to, sometimes it's already coming out. And then you're going to put this, actually right, can't really fit much, put this right here. And we're going to take out the extra soil. And you want to take out enough so that it's the same depth of the container that we currently have the plant in. A great way to test that is by checking the container in there. So we still have a little ways to go. So we need it a little bit wider and a little bit deeper. Use our hands, and this is just so that we don't make a mess with the mulch because we already just laid the mulch. And you can see you want it so that this crown here is still at soil level, because whenever you're planting strawberries you do not want to cover the crown because that's where all the activity comes from. So then you're gonna take your pointer and your middle, I'm gonna almost scissor it right there. And then you're gonna flip it over like that. And you're gonna place that right in there. Take back some of your soil. Just put it around. And then gently place back some mulch around. Not too close to it, but enough to cover most of the base of the plant. There's another rock, girl. And this one is even bigger.
They do cook better than me beating up the
I don't think anybody wants to see you beating up the unicorn. I don't think anybody wants to see that. So we have completed the project. Everything is nice and watered in. Right here is still blank, but down here it's looking nice. I love seeing the water droplets on the petals of the plants. We got some fertilizer in. We even added some hollytone with the soil acidifier. So I cannot wait to get some strawberries here. How was it, baby?
It was good. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think that you'd want to come back next year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was when we started planting the strawberries like over there, and I found a worm.
Oh, yeah, that's a good part. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Please like and subscribe.
Continue to eye up yourself. Stay tuned. The next video will be a April garden tour, and that should be fun because there's so many new things in the garden. Bye. No, baby, you're heavy.
But how am I going to do this?
Baby, come on, please, no.
Yes.
Oh my god, you're so heavy.
Sarah, Nora. Anyway.